Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be going over how I do my Bharathnatyam makeup for something like a video shoot or a photo shoot. So I'm going to be starting off with my Farmacy face oil, and this is a really important step because when it comes to classical makeup, you usually end up using pancakes and just heavy foundations that are full coverage, which is going to be really drying for your skin. So this creates the perfect base. Remember that this look is specifically for a video shoot or a photo shoot, so this is going to be different from stage makeup. I'm going to be using the Marc Jacobs Full Cover Foundation Concentrate and just dotting it across my face. A little bit goes a long way with this foundation, so make sure that you're applying appropriately. I specifically use this foundation only for my dance because it is such a full concentrated full coverage foundation and it doesn't move from my face at all. If you are an Indian classical dancer, then I'm sure you've heard about the Mifi pan stick. This is on the pinkier side, so I would start off with this, especially when I'm doing my stage makeup. But since we're going to be on video and really up close, you really want to stick to your actual skin tone, which is why I started with the Marc Jacobs foundation. I'm concentrating the pan stick just on the high points of my face to give it some color and to keep it traditional. If you guys watch my usual makeup tutorials, you know that I use my NARS Creamy Concealer for the more natural look. But since we are going heavy-handed with our full coverage foundation and for this Indian classical look, I'll be going in with the Tarte Shape Tape as my concealer and the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Cream Kit for my contouring. I'm going to be adding in just a drop of oil on the two medium browns and applying it on the hollows of my cheeks. My forehead and my jawline. I'm going to quickly add some underneath my lip for more depth. Contouring my nose and then adding a little bit on my Cupid's bow. Blending is the hardest part, but it's the most satisfying as well, so make sure that you keep blending until you really work all those colors into your skin. So as I blend, I just wanted to give a little bit more information. Make sure you're not using a water-based pancake after you put on the oil. You really want to make sure that the products that you're using balance each other out. I'm going to be using the Laura Mercier translucent powder just to bake underneath my eyes and anywhere I put in my concealer, because with all this heavy product, it's going to eventually start creasing, so you want to make sure that you powder it down. And of course, my favorite blush palette from Juvias place, I'm going to be using Tao and Zoba on my cheeks. I know that looks like a lot of blush, and I probably would say that too, but just remember this is classical makeup and it's going to be more dramatic. I'm going to quickly spray my face with the Smashbox setting spray and keep blending. Using the MAC Give Me Sun bronzer, I'm going to be going over the cream contour. Again, blending all of them together and also using the same powder to sharpen these edges. Going to be using the Colourpop blush and highlighter duo for my highlight and adding some Colourpop highlighter in Wisp for the extra glow. I'm going to be adding just a little bit of Zoba, which is a pink blush with a sheet, which is going to help blend in the blush with the highlight. Now moving on to the eyes, we're going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm just using the two lighter brown shades as my transition, as well just kind of all over. Pick your transition shades based on your skin tone in a brown/orangey palette. Since my costume is orange, I'm actually going to be adding a little bit more orange. And now for the most important part, the eyeliner. So eyeliner is one of the most important things when it comes to Bharathnatyam makeup, and it's very important that we get this right. I'm using my NYX liquid liner, but you can use any eyeliner that you're comfortable with. I definitely suggest using gel because it stays on your eyes for longer, and I think it's a little bit easier to work with because it's thicker, but you really need to have a super thin brush in order to get all those clean lines. If you don't have a super thin brush, then definitely stick to a liquid pen. As you can see, I just started off with drawing the start point and the end point for the liner. These points are really important because they're going to give you the base structure in order to make sure that both eyes are symmetrical. Okay, hopefully you guys are able to see this, but I'm basically starting off at the inner corner and just drawing a little bit of a V and outlining and connecting the dots. You really want to make sure that you're going below your lash line for this bottom eyeliner and then just connecting it to the dot. Then is the fun part, which is just filling it in. Remember that you can always add on more, but it's harder to take it off. So if you see, I'm just slowly building on layers as I go, making sure that the inner corner stays a little bit lower and then it gets thicker and thicker as it goes outside. This usually takes a while, that's why you can probably see me struggling with it. Even when you have everything outlined and colored in, just make sure you're going back in to fix those staggered lines because you want to pay attention to the details. This next step is kind of different. I don't usually see a lot of classical dancers doing this, or I've never been taught to do this, but this is something that I just do for my normal makeup. So I'm going to be going back into the Anastasia palette and using the same colors to shadow in underneath my eyes. So obviously we do this when we wear normal makeup, but it's at our lash line. This goes a little bit below our lash line, so just be careful to avoid raccoon eyes. I wanted a little bit more depth in my shadow, so I'm taking a darker shade of brown and just connecting my liner into my crease. Again, the eyeliner is the star of the show, so if you're not used to wearing a lot of eyeshadow and stuff for Bharathnatyam makeup, then you can totally skip that and just focus on the liner. As you can see, this is me perfecting it and just really focusing on filling in the color. Obviously, the color was faded when I added the eyeshadow in, so I'm going back in with the liner. To finish this look off, I'm going to be using the Maybelline gel liner in order to fill in my eyebrows. I actually go in this heavy for stage makeup, but for this video, if you want to use anything that's softer and more natural, you can use any brow gel that you have. So for the lips today, I'm going to be using two Colourpop liquid lipsticks in the colors Mama and Creeper. So Mama has a little bit more of an orange tint, and since my costume is orange, I wanted to start off with this as a base and then move into a deeper red. To finish off this look, I'm just going to curl my lashes and use some Better Than Sex mascara.
That's good.
So that's it for today's look. This Bharathnatyam makeup is focused for videography and photography, so it is going to be more dramatic, but again, it will look great on camera. As you can see, I'm just getting ready in my Bharathnatyam costume, which is going to be more casual because obviously we're not on stage, so we're just wearing it in a dhoti style. But stay tuned for more pictures. I'm not really allowed to post it yet, but they will be up hopefully by next week once our performance is aired live. Again, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that like button if you like it and share it with any of your classical friends. I will see you guys next week.